My name is Aaron and I'm going to talk about the Han Island dispute. Han Island is 1.3 square kilometers. It is located between Canada's Ellesmere Island and Denmark's Greenland, in the passage leading to the Arctic Sea. With the changing environment around this part of the sea due to global warming and ice is melting, access to ownership of the sea around the island is important to many countries. It is estimated that the Arctic Sea oil reserves are 13% of the total of 30% of natural gas. This would be worth billions of dollars for oil and gas and also for fishing in the Arctic area. Also, it will give the country that owns the island more control over the marine traffic passing through the channel. The dispute started more than 30 years ago between Denmark with owns island and Canada which owns Ellesmere Island. They are arguing that the island is that in their territorial waters, and in 1973 maps did not answer the question. Then the Law of Sea Convention by the UN was signed in 1984, gives parts of the Arctic Sea floor to 5 countries: Denmark, Norway, Russia, Canada, and the US. It gives them 370 kilometers for its shore and 278 kilometers from its continental shelf. Both Denmark and Canada have been putting their own flag on the island for many years, leaving bottles of alcohol. In 2004, more attention was given to the dispute by the press in 2005. Denmark and Canada agreed to work on finding a naval settlement for this dispute. Why do they want? My research question is, why do they want this piece of land and what are they going to do with it? Actually, they only want this piece of land because it will give them rights to their claims of territory which they want. It was said that it is important stuff because it is a lot of symbol and it will set up precedent for other disputes in the area. Both countries are not going to do anything with the island because it is just a piece of rock which has always been uninhabited. Canada feels entitled to the island because it is within 370 kilometers from their shoreline, and it's also because they argue that it is close to their Ellesmere Island. The Law of Sea Convention gives them this island, and also they argue that they have their flag on this island. Denmark feels entitled to the island because it is within 370 kilometers of their shoreline, and also because they argue it is close to their Greenland. The Law of Sea Convention gives them this island, and they also argue that they have their own flag on the island. My opinion, I think they should cut the island in half because it will give equal both Denmark and Canada territory, and they're equal. There is not enough science and geography evidence to support both of the claims of Denmark and Canada at this time. The island itself is not very vulnerable piece of territory, but the real issue is that rights of countries to the Arctic, and this will be helped but in some kind of way to come to agreement in the future. I read the 4 newspaper articles and then I thought about it. There is much information about things like putting flags and leaving bottles of alcohol and about feelings of people and governments. But there is also interesting information about science and geography, which can help us come to a better solution. Sometimes you could have to look at the facts and not let emotion take the decision, because it says the world is changing and what we know might not be right tomorrow. Thank you for watching.